Hello friends, foes, other watchers on the internet, my name is Matt, you're watching Hogwa5h Gaming, and today we're going to do another review of a game that somebody sent me and said, hey, we made this game, we would like you to review it. So here we go. This is the World game, and it is a geography game, as you may have picked up, and it's pretty cool. I unpacked it, and it looked like it was made pretty well. And we've got these cards for each country, and it also comes with a huge world map. And this is something that, like, if you've got a schoolroom or something like that, you can hang this on your wall. It's got all the countries labeled. It has all of their flags at the bottom here. It's a labor of love. I see that they worked really hard on making sure everything was accurate. And each card has a little information on everything. It's pretty cool. And yeah, so the idea of the game is you are on a map and you're gonna go around on these little islands on the outside. And the way you move is you roll dice and then you have to answer questions, or you can look at the card that you have and say, alright, I think this card of all the other players has the most area or the biggest population or something like that, and you play it and you compare which one you think you had the most of. So like I say, oh, Egypt, I have, I'm gonna say area. So we're gonna lay these down and we'll compare area with the area of Thailand. And Thailand has an area of 198,117 square miles, and Egypt has an area of 387,048 miles squared. So yeah, Egypt wins the area in these two. But it's very simple. You're just comparing numbers, and whoever has the biggest one wins. Or you could say, I want to have a challenge, and someone would be like, alright, so what's the capital of Thailand? And they would cover up Thailand's capital and show you the card and say, what is the capital? The game itself is very, very simple, but there's a lot of variation, and I really like that, because you might feel confident in your cards, or if you don't have to be like, oh, these cards, they're not worth anything, I'm gonna lose. No, you can say, I want a challenge, and somebody will read you off a challenge, and that's helpful too. Now, this game, I played it with my wife, and she and I are really big into geography. She's much more into geography than I am. I know quite a bit of geography, and I know a lot of history about the world, but she's the travel fiend, and she plans all of our travel trips, and so she found this very fun. This is a really educational game, and after playing this about 70 times, I would probably know a lot about Africa, and know a lot about Asia, and Europe, and South America. It's a very useful game. It teaches you about the minor island nations down in the Pacific that we don't know too much about here in our house. And the Caribbean. The Caribbean is really finicky because they're all those little islands. So you learn all of those things, and I would say, as a game, this is a really, really, really good game if you are teaching people geography. If you're teaching kids geography, if you're teaching young adults geography, this is a game that actually makes it interesting and takes that aspect of gameplay and puts it into something educational. And I think that this is a really good game. So pros, extremely educational. You get a really cool map, very well done. All the flags are represented. Very, very educational. I really like it. Now, the cons are kind of nitpicky, and might be just because I got a certain type and it went through customs and stuff. The box was damaged when it got here, but that's customs. This came from Europe. The people who make it are from Europe, Slovenia. And it went through customs, so it got a little bumped up. That's not a huge con. The board itself got a little scuffed. I'm not sure if that's a common problem. Maybe it's because it traveled far away. Maybe I got an earlier print that that wears off easily. But yeah, South America has a little bit of a scuff in there. But otherwise, it's just a little bit of color choices. I would have loved to have these top islands be purple because they're representing North America. Same with these. I would like them to be blue because they are representing Asia. I just think design-wise I would have changed that. But this is nitpicking. I also, here's a, not really a pro or con, but I appreciate the fact they have a little island representing Antarctica. A lot of times Antarctica goes by the wayside, and it's one of our 7 continents, so I think we should recognize it. So I'm glad they did. If you're not into geography, and you have no interest in geography, then you probably want to steer away from a game called the World Game. Just saying. Yeah, pick it up if you're a teacher, if you're a homeschooler. Really, really good resource right here. I can't think of anything else to say about it. You get a lot in the box, and until next time, this is Hogwash, over and out. Catch you later.